Bang, there we go. It's on screen. Can you see it? Okay, so the patch notes for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which will be coming out in a couple of hours, depending on your time zone, or very soon, September 5th. Let's keep that in mind. Eastern US time. And this patch note is quite interesting, so I wanted to highlight it and talk about it today. We're doing this live on stream, so I'm going to give my thoughts about everything as we go through this. Because the first patch notes should be something very beneficial. It should help the game in some way. It should fix some bugs. It could possibly talk about the performance issues and possibly point towards the future of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like what's going to occur, what is going to be here, maybe a little glimpse, a little hint about the next stuff. Even though some of it's been leaked, it would be still cool to see here so we know that's happening. There's some transparency about what's happening with the content roadmap in some way, and obviously the bug fixes. But this is the first bug fix, so it could be good, it could be bad. We can talk about it right now. So the first part is, if we go down here, the patch notes, as you can see. So let's jump to it. You got fix PC stuttering on ultra graphics settings. I'm running ultra graphics, it does happen. So glad to see that's been fixed. They fixed the graphical components when running the game in that thing for depending on your hardware too. FPS drops that were happening when attacking or grappling with opponents. It does occur, so if this has all been fixed, great fix for just more clarity about the game when playing on PC. Good to see. Then we have voice chat not working in lobbies for party members. Was it for party members or just in general? This fixed the issue with party members. No, this should be for in general. So there's still another issue where sometimes the game can actually not really associate your microphone with the game because you can't access your microphone in the settings in the game itself. You have to actually use your Windows settings if you're playing on PC. This may happen on console too, but I'm unsure. But they fixed another option with the voice chat. So that's cool. Then one thing that's been really, really annoying for the game has been, here, the fixed XP progression. It says embedded, but you know what I mean, right there. Fixed XP progression. This was an issue where your UI would appear every match, showcasing that you've actually gained XP, but you've gained nothing. It actually puts you down. Even though here it would say that you would rank up, despite the required XP. Oh no, it does say you still get it. Okay, cool. It's just inaccurate XP and XP delays. This was the point. I was like, what? XP delays. I think it's more inaccurate XP than XP delays. Because I believe you didn't get any XP. You only got inaccurate XP. Like a very low amount per level every time you play the game. So it was like a bit annoying. But some players have found out other ways to gain XP. So that helps them reach that higher level cap if they want to. But that's been fixed. So if you want to play the game now and enjoy the game, you can do so without losing any experience for playing the family or the victims to a certain degree. Because obviously they already have a hindrance on the family XP-wise compared to the victims. So victims just make more XP generally. So if you want to make XP in your account, get your character at a high level, victims is the way to go at the moment. Fixed for various crashes and freezes. Peaceful crash-related issues. Unlocking trophies would crash the game on PS4. That's unfortunate, but looks like that's been fixed. Glad to see it. This one includes a fix for high-level players experience a crash on the match results screen. Oh, this does happen. Yeah, this is really annoying. But I don't think that's exclusive to PS4. Sometimes you get towards the end of the game, you've already finished the game, everything's completed, and the very end, bang, it's like you crashed. And you didn't get any XP because you crashed at the scoreboard before leaving to the next match or leaving out of the game to get your XP. So it's been annoying. That's been fixed. Key binding or key rebinding has been added to the PC version, so now you can actually rebind your buttons. There's some very weird buttons if you played other games, like FPS games, other third-person games, just games in general. And usually you want to rebind some of the PC buttons to help out. If you want to, you can. I've got used to it now, so I'm just going to keep it the same. Lobbies will now launch with 6 players. This is crazy to me. That is crazy. So with the game right now, the game is a 3-4 setting. You have 4 survivors or victims, 3 family members or killers in the game. That's how the game works in retrospect. So having that change in the formula become a 3v3 game, the game's actually changed in dynamic. The reason why they've done this is to help the lobbies get running smoother, quicker, and with less drops due to incomplete lobbies. So running smoother and quicker, you would think that having less players in the game would create less latency issues when playing on a server within that game. That would make sense. But they're talking about the lobby. So this could be due to people leaving the lobby in some way, but I don't know if it's due to high ping. High ping happens in-game, not in lobby screen. So that's a bit weird to me, but that's there. And they've now actually added a 3v3 setting where Leatherface is still required. So you still need to have Leatherface on one side, so 3 killers versus 3 victims. Do I think that is a great thing to have in the game? Not really. It would make the game... There's 2 things that can happen here. Right now, victims are pretty strong. They're able to roam around, activate multiple objectives at once if they don't die. If one member dies, have a 4-man victim team, they have now pretty much created this scenario where the family has a great chance of winning. Now, starting a match, when you have a 3v3 setting, the family has a good chance of winning straight away. Becomes more family side because all they need to do is get 1 kill, and now it's a 3v2. And with the 3v2, there's absolutely no chance players can get out if there's a lot of pressure on them. So that is the issue there, I believe, with that mechanic. It's really like a testing thing. I think they should have done like just a new game mode called 3v3. They gave a 3v4 and 3v3 game mode. That would have been kind of interesting. Oh, wait, you could do a 4v2? Wait a minute. Is that what it says? Oh, shit. You are right. It is a 4v2 setting. But that makes no sense too then. If it's a 4v2, and you have Leatherface and say Cook or Sissy, you're losing out of one of the most important things, which is having someone rush or having someone lock down the map. So then if you have 4 victims running around like chickens, there's no way you're going to get any kills unless you're really good at Leatherface and you get all the kills in the basement before they even leave. That's like the only way you can actually have fun as a family member. Or they're just going to bully you, they're going to leave with 4 escapes open and you can't really do anything about it. And it does hinder the experience of what was originally showcased in the game and what everyone purchased, which is the 3v4 setting. That is now going to change. Or the 4v3 setting, that's going to change now. So I don't know how this works, and I really think it's maybe not a good idea for what the objective was to help with the incomplete lobbies. I can tell you, right now, the incomplete lobbies are for players not playing Leatherface or playing certain characters. Give those characters increased XP, which then will obviously make players have an incentive to play those characters. So in a majority of games, they usually have a scenario where, say, one side isn't played as much, like the survivors or victims, they're not played as much as the killers or the family. They'll give the other side 1.5 XP. And then that'll give them a reason to play that side for that day. You know? That could be enough for players to actually switch and play different roles. But in this case, we want them to pick certain characters. So put a modifier on a character where they get more XP from that character. Radio to the family makes less XP than the victims. So there's already incentive not to play family and go towards victims. But give Leatherface more XP and it's way better. So hopefully that gets fixed in some way. This is an interesting scenario. I think this will be cool to monitor, but I think it's actually a bad idea, in my opinion. Then we have other options here. Quick match menu. We move to quick match. Yep. So just quick match change. Also helps with getting lobbies full. So if you're willing to play any role, click quick match, and that will usually fill up any lobby. Really nice. Now another issue is, oh my god, look at this. PC removed from crossplay. Okay. This is an interesting one. Let's explain why they've done this. They've temporarily separated PC from console players based in crossplay, while we continue to improve our anti-cheat tools and resources. So the goal here is, obviously there is a lot of hackers in PC. There's no joke about it. I've encountered on live streams multiple times. I hate hackers. I hate them with a passion. Anyone that cheats and hacks in a multiplayer PvP game, you ruin the game completely. Now, what ends up happening is that console players are now relieved. They don't have to deal with this in any way. No hackers in their way to deal with. But guess what happens to me for having the game on PC? I am now going to only be stuck with non-legit players. Because there's only a couple of legit players, including myself and some other people, that play on PC that enjoy the game. I say a couple legit, but you know what I mean. There's a small percentage. And then there's also a shit ton of hackers. So now I'm in this weird dilemma where I'm going to be placed into servers where I'm just going to be versing hackers continuously. And that is not going to be fun for me. I feel that will be something that deters PC players from the game, but it also keeps the console player base more active because they don't have to encounter a cheater, which I think that is the reasoning behind this change. So keep that in mind. Then tuning the anti-cheat properties of the actual thing, helping with protection, cheat resources, all that stuff they're trying to tune for in some way for cheat detection. But this doesn't really help in any way to ban the current hackers in the game. So no hackers can get banned right now for playing the game and hacking the game the way they are. So that is unfortunate. What's playing around second edition of... Oh, so there's more... This is like the hint towards something else. Like, obviously, they show pictures about certain things about the game, highlighting the next DLC, or where Maria is, essentially, through the newspapers. So there's a hint there, and there'll be next steps coming up soon, in some way. So that is the patch notes there. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about this patch? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Because I feel like, in my opinion, not much really happened. They fixed one major issue, which was XP progression. which to me, that is the most important part. Everything else feels like such small issues, which maybe weren't as prevalent as I may think, or anyone would think. And then this 3v3 settings or 4v2 setting will actually make the game kind of weird. Like, thinking about it, doing a 3v3 would actually keep the game somewhat interesting because it would be more intense as victims to survive. 4v2, though, I don't like. So, that it could be an issue too. But it still takes away from the 3v4 experience. I feel like this PC removed from crossplay means that PC will just inevitably die in a couple months. And my only issue with this being blocked for a certain time period, if they don't fix it in time, I'm expecting a lot of PC players to stop playing. A lot. And especially the legit ones. And what ends up happening, it'll be just hackers everywhere. The way you can fix this issue, do the same thing that Call of Duty did. Make a cheater island where cheaters match with other cheaters and they can play by themselves. In their own, like, mental asylum. With cheaters. The cheater asylum. Put them there. But don't drag me into it for playing the game on PC. That is, like, not a great idea. Absolutely not a great idea. So I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts in the comments and the chat everywhere. Love to know about it because it's very important. But this was my video highlighting that. Hope you mates did enjoy this. Show that support. If your mates are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, follow us on Twitch, join the Discord. Show support in every way possible. Code Lordy at GamerSups for 10% off. Keep yourself energized. And visit our merch store, BTLmerch.com. That's greatly appreciated. Fun patch.